I would say actually the whole term like no fucks given. I think I'm like actually the opposite of that. Like I give all the fucks. I'm Megan Rapinoe. I'm a badass woman. I grew up in Redding, California. I'm one of 6 kids and I'm a twin. And I started playing because my brother played soccer. We always went to the soccer practices and the games and sort of just played on the side and kind of fell in love with it that way. I figured out I was gay in college. So I had like lived sort of open from there, and I think as soon as I figured out, I was like, this is awesome. My life has totally started. I'm like ready to roll. So I came out publicly right before the Olympics in 2012. Obviously there wasn't a ton of out athletes at that time. So how Sue and I met. Not complicated, but it's like sort of a long story. My team got out really early. We had a terrible Olympics and we were just like, whatever, we're just gonna go party and have fun. So ended up going to a few of her games and kind of hanging out kind of in the same circle. And it was kind of like, oh, we both live in Seattle. How do we not know each other? And why aren't we friends? Kind of hit it off there a little bit, but nothing like crazy. And then coming back to Seattle, we just kind of clicked right away and yeah, been together ever since. I think being gay has sort of shaped my whole perspective. I guess without being gay, I'm just like, you know, kind of a 1% white person, so that doesn't like give you a ton of perspective on like the rest of the world. And I think in the same sense that I've asked people to, you know, sort of step out there and be an ally for me not to, you know, go and do the exact same thing and to have a conviction like that is quite hypocrisy, I think. In a very simple sense, the pose is like, are you not entertained? I myself don't consider myself a soccer player. I consider myself an entertainer. But then it sort of became this joyful defiance that felt like everybody's. People like felt a part of the World Cup win like they hadn't before. Like they felt part of it was theirs, like they won the World Cup. I mean, I think the issue of pay equality, I don't know if it's demanding it more than ever, but I just feel like more people are paying attention to it. Obviously, it's near and dear to my bank account and it's way too light. It's not even really about like equal per se, it's just like what is fair and sort of always being looked at as like, oh, this is like what you deserve, so you should be happy about this. Well, no one's happy about it. What are we doing? Like, where is the world going? Is this really, like, we're still gonna continue to have this fight all the time? No, this is not where the world is going. I think right now people just feel more empowered. And I think the like transparency and information and just how readily available information is to be shared among women and among people who aren't paid equally is just so much greater at this moment.
The U.S. women's soccer team made a big move in court today.
We did this whole World Cup thing, won it, did everything above and beyond. And like now we have to go in a room and try to convince people that we're worth it as if it's not already crystal clear. Every generation has had their fight in different ways. We sort of felt at this time we needed to like really ratchet it up. You know, we sued FIFA before the last World Cup. We're suing our federation before this World Cup. The women's game I think is growing exponentially every year. So I would like a little bit more thought and care put into the prize money. Like where did the $30 million come from to begin with? And then why are you arbitrarily doubling it? So I don't really understand the thought process for FIFA. I think they were honestly just like, oh, they'll love this. Like we'll just double it. Wake up, people. Wake the fuck up. We talk about pay equality. We're sort of, you know, a champion for all these causes. We're doing this. No one's gonna steal our joy. No one's gonna try to back us into a corner. No one's gonna threaten us. Like we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it with a smile and like we're gonna have pink hair and there's no middle fingers in it, but there's like a real big shit-eating grin in it.
And now for a final word.
Caring about other people and, you know, talking about things that are important, like that stuff is like cool and empowering. And I feel like more than being like, oh, I don't care about anything, like I'm just gonna do whatever I want. You can still like do whatever you want, but I guess my badass advice would be to like give all the fucks and do it with joy and passion and with a smile on your face, and don't let anybody take any of that from you, and just be like fierce and everything. I'm Megan Rapinoe, and I'm a badass woman.